Okay, our project this week is a type of art that's called neurographic art. Neuro for our nervous system, and graphic for marks that we are making on our paper. And this technique is very relaxing. You can do it, anytime, anywhere, with minimal supplies. So we have our mixed media watercolor paper. I've got some black markers here. I've got water. I've got my palette paper. And I have watercolors. Again, you can use the tube watercolors like I like to use, or you can use the cake watercolors. Okay? And that really is all that you need. Oh, paper toweling. But again, just basic supplies. And we're going to start with our black marker. This is the fine point, and then we'll do some finishing work up with it using the ultra fine point. But basically all you're going to do is take a line for a walk and make some loop-de-loops and curves. We're making lots of curves. There's no right or wrong with this at all. Okay, and then you can do another one. What we're creating spaces that we can then paint different colors. And I'm going to do one right around here because I had kind of some white space there. Okay. And I think I'll keep these kind of these spaces spacious because you don't want real little ones, because you'll have, well, I mean, you can do it if you want, but it will take you a greater amount of time. Okay, so it doesn't matter if your paper's landscape or there's no up or down. Okay, so then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take these areas that we just created, and we're going to kind of round out places in the places in the spaces where they're coming to points. Okay, so you got to look for the points, and I'm using my skinnier black marker to do this. So just start, see, there's lots of points. When you look at it, you got lots of points in here. So we're just going to color them in, make them thicker there. This is kind of like playing a game of I Spy. I'm going to fix this up. I'm kind of made a mistake here, so I'm going to make this part of the line a little bit thicker. And I'm going to round this out. Another one on this side. Now, if you want to, when they come up to the edge, you can also kind of round that off. Just by this simple little technique, we are kind of changing the look of our lines. Still not real happy with how that one looks, so I'm going to go back here. This one I got a little wobbly. I think my paper moved. So I'm going to make it a little bit thicker too. Okay, I think maybe I've got all of it. I'm going to thicken this part of the line up right here as well. Okay, so now I'm getting really too picky. This is a good project to put some nice music on as you're working on it. Okay, so now we're ready to do something a little, I guess a little unusual. If you've got a couple of, or 2 or 3 big loops, what we're going to do is we're just going to leave those black and white, and we're going to make some patterns inside those. They can be simple, as you can see here. I'm just using some curved lines. Here I'm just going to make some random dots. And you can sort of make them go off the edge. They don't have to be in straight lines. Just fill that area up. And just for fun, I think I'm going to color one of them in. I also didn't like how that one looked. See how you can cover up errors? Just have one colored. Okay, and then we'll do this one. So I think I'm just going to make some zigzag lines here. Okay, so when you're ready to have, when you have all of those done, then we're going to grab, again, you can use any paint palette that you want. We're just going to choose one, and we're going to be painting our spaces. So look at this one, it goes all the way here and down here and down there. So I'm going to make that blue. Now, what we want to do over our first pass, make sure I've got my bigger, is we're going to use a light paint. Okay, by that I mean that we're going to use a lot of water with it so that our color is not too overpowering. Okay, so that's going to be our first pass over. So it should be like this. You want to paint all the way out to the edge. Down around here. Oops, that's a little bit, got too much water on there. So if that happens to you, all you need to do is add some water directly to your painting, and you can lighten that up. Okay, we're almost done with the first pass on this. Okay, so now we're going to go back to our paint, and we're going to make it darker, and we're going to take our brush and go all around the edges with that darker. I'm not going to go up around the edges of the edge of the paper. I mean, you can if you want, but okay. So then what we're going to do is we're just going to take a damp brush And we're going to blend that in. Like that. So that's the technique that we're going to do for the rest of the project. So I'll finish this out, and then I'll set you free to have fun with it on your own. And then I'll come back and we'll finish it up. And like I said before, I'm choosing to leave these sort of as focal points. So not only the pattern brings our eye to them, but also that we're not doing color in there. And they'll start standing out a little bit more as we get more color around them. So I'm going to blend that a little bit more. Okay, so we're ready to go on to another color. And so I'm going to turn the video off and we can all work, and then I'll come back when we're ready to finish up. Okay, so I just finished up and I am taking a final look at what I did, and I'm noticing that I've got some unblended lines right here that I missed. So I can just put, if you see that on your work, it's an easy fix. You just need to put some water over it and just blend it with that. That's the nice thing about watercolor. Okay, so we can just blend it again, and then it'll dry. Now, speaking of drying, you want to put this off. This will take a little while to dry. And what you can do then, once it's thoroughly dried, is, you know, even though we're using some pretty heavy paper, I would recommend that you put it under some weight books or something like that overnight, so that it flattens out for you. And then you can hang it up and enjoy your work. Okay? Anyway, hope you enjoyed this and that you're feeling nice and relaxed and had a good time. Thank you.